Hello, this short video is going to talk about the featured image and how to properly upload one and what kind of features that featured image should entail. So the featured image, first of all, is this image right here. It's in our scrolling feature block at the top of the website. So these are our featured articles that we've selected to be up there, but it's also part of every article that we post on the Easton Courier. So all these smaller images are featured images as well as whatever's at the top of the article. Now, like in this article here, here's our featured image at the top, and then we have other images in line in the article. So every article needs to have a featured image. If it's the only image you have for that article, make it the featured image, and it'll be at the top of the article and not in line with your text. So here I've started an article here. Oh, look, it's about the featured image. So every article needs to have a featured image associated with it, even if that's the only image for the article. It's important to have one. The featured image is what will appear at the top of the article when a reader loads the article on the website, and will also appear on the main page of the newspaper. Here are some important things to know about the featured image. The images need to be horizontal and not vertical. And the recommended dimensions are 1200 by 765 pixels, which is an aspect ratio of 16 by 9. That's the same as your widescreen TV at home. So if it gives you a visual representation of what it should look like. Anything that's larger than that or doesn't match the ratio is going to be cropped by the website. So just visually speaking, here's two photos I took with the same camera. One is vertical and one is horizontal. So this one on the left, it's a great picture. Even if it got cropped, it would look okay. But if I were to upload this as a featured image, it would crop it so that only this middle portion would be seen. And I have no control over that. It's an automatic process by the website, and that's where it's going to crop, and that's what we'd see. Now, it's okay if I'm just doing trees here, it's not that big a deal, but if this was a person's face, the head up here might get cropped off, it might crop it at the chin, it'd be a weird, awkward looking image. Versus this picture on the left, again, taken with the same camera, just oriented horizontally, if this is going to get cropped as well, because it doesn't meet the actual aspect ratio of what the image is supposed to be, but when it gets cropped, it's going to get cropped something like this, where I still have the important part in the middle here, and I'm just cropping off skyline and a little bit of the bottom. So it's also important, if you're not perfectly making your images, make sure the most important part of that image that you're using as a featured image is in this middle area here, so we can lose the top and lose a little bit of the bottom without worrying about whether or not we're going to crop off something important. So in order to upload the featured image, I'm going to use my settings on the right side of my article here. Now, if this is not showing, it could be that you have your settings turned off or you have something else turned on right now. So to get to that area, just make sure that this gear box where the settings are, you have the gear selected, and that you're on the post tab. The block tab refers to editing within the article. I want the post for the overall settings. And I'm going to scroll down here to the bottom where I find featured images. And it might be closed like this where you can't see anything. So if you see it like this, just go ahead and click on it and it's going to expand out, and you'll see selecting a featured image is recommended for an optimal user experience, and we require it here at the Easton Courier. So I can just go ahead, if I already have an image selected, it's going to show the preview there. Hitting this blue button, it's going to give me options of choosing from the media library, from my Google Photos album if I wanted to, and something else that we're not really using. I'm not sure why that's there, so don't worry about it. Or you can just click on the set featured image button here like I'm going to do. And it's going to open up a pretty familiar window if you've been doing articles here. Well, this is how I insert articles, images in the article anyways. And you can choose stuff right from the media library. So if you already uploaded something that you want to use as a featured image, you can find it this way. And again, it's going to show you this is the recommended dimensions. So it's going to remind you what they are. So if you don't need to worry about committing this to memory, because it always will remind you what they should be. Just remember it needs to be a wide screen format image. In this case, I'm going to upload an image. And again, look, here it is. It's going to remind me what the size should be. So I can select a file or drag it. I'm going to do the drag method. I'm going to drag this file right here. It's going to upload it into the media library. After it's uploaded, make sure you give it a title, because right now its default title is whatever my camera roll gave it. I'm going to name this like Wintergreen because that's where it was. And then I'm going to hit the set featured image button down here. And now you can see it set the featured image. And let's take a preview of that. If I hit the preview button, it's going to show me what that looks like at the top. Now here it's going to show it full. So that is one thing. I did say it's going to crop it. Where it's going to crop is on this main page here. This is a cropped image and these are cropped. So these are 16 by 9 cropped here. This is 16 by 9 cropped up here. And actually this is cropped even a little bit more widescreen than 16 by 9 even on the top image scroller here. But when you have the article, it is going to show the full version of it and not what it's going to look like at the top of the page itself. But those are the tips on how to do it. So again, here I have it. If I want to change it, I can click on the image again. It's going to bring me back to the media library, and I can always change what that image is. I can hit the replace button. I can remove the featured image if I don't like it. But this is how we get the featured image up there. So I hope that was a helpful little video about the featured image. And if you have any more questions, please reach out to me. Thank you.